Hey, welcome to the first devlog. Today I'm gonna test these prototypes I made a while back. These prototypes are for a game I plan on making soon. It's gonna be what did I say? With these prototypes, I'm gonna develop a game. Okay, you know what? I'll explain the game later because I actually don't know what to say. So first we have counter test. Okay, for context, teeth is like a currency. For example, you could replace it with coins. And the reason why it's teeth, not coins, or any other type of currency, is because it's inspired by Hilux. And yes, that's a hint as to what my game will be. So in Hilux, there were bones. So I just put teeth. But like this game is pretty much nothing. You can add teeth by clicking the green button, removing teeth by clicking the red button, resetting it by clicking this, and there's multipliers. Yeah, so just like a simple test for like counters. Because the way I did, because like I used a decent amount of counters in this. Five, because it can go pretty high. Hold on, there it can go up to like 5 digits. I had 5 different sprites to account for 5 digits. As seen in a future prototype, I actually minimize how much sprites it takes for a counter, and I'll show that later. And I won't really explain what like each code does because I honestly don't remember what the code does because I made this a while ago. Yeah, in future devlogs, I'll explain my process. I'll just show like simple snippets of what I did. Very simple stuff. If anyone wants to copy, maybe I should release it. I don't know. All right, the second test is what battle test. Oh, okay. How do I start? Okay, so I guess it's more obvious. The game I want to make is like an RPG game, a turn-based RPG game. So here is our main party, and here's the enemies. In this test, I made it so that for the enemies, you click and they despawn. But if every time you reset the game, a different amount of enemies spawn. I honestly don't know how loud the clicking is gonna be, but whatever. I'll try my best to explain what this project is about. So hold on, let me look inside. For this project, I only used 2 sprites to make basically a lot of enemies. But yeah, the test was that's a lot of code. Yeah, like I said previously, I don't really remember what any of this does. I'll try my best to explain. So each enemy has a different value, as shown. Some can be 0, some can have a value of 9, but each enemy has their own value. At the start of a game, each enemy will randomly select a value, and depending on the value, it'll change the character's design and attacks. Depending on the difficulty of the battle, the enemy amount will increase or decrease. So since it's 5, it'll only combine the first. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it'll only combine the first 5 values of the randomly generated enemies and only spawn 5 enemies. But obviously, when the battles get more challenging, it spawns more enemies, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, hopefully I explained that well. I'll try to like do a glimpse of code, because honestly, I don't really remember how this stuff works. But like, here you go if anyone wants it. Okay, finally it's health test. This demonstrates like the health system for the party members. So you can click to deal damage to each party member, and if they reach 0, they die. Okay, so this also kind of tests items and how they like impact the party members. So this is a heal potion. Yeah, there's a little animation I made. Kind of. Okay, whatever. Here's this one. That can increase the main health, or like the amount of health. This is 92. Now the max health is 115. And the final item, it's supposed to be a frog totem, but like, I didn't, I don't know, I don't know, I just made something random. Anyway, this is a revive totem. Yeah, okay, I'll just show how much sprites it took. Okay, see, only 5 sprites. As you can see, compared to the first prototype I made, I only used 2 sprites for the counters. There's 3 numbers here, but I only need 1 sprite for all those numbers. This one mainly uses like, what's it? Clones. Oh yeah. This takes advantage of clones. That's how I did the counters. Like, I wish I could explain. I should have made a devlog like way earlier. But yeah. Okay, so 1 sprite for the amount of health the character has. 1 sprite for how much health they can heal up to, their maximum health. 1 sprite for each of the party member to damage. 1 sprite for each of the items. And I think, yeah, for also the button too. When you click, you can exit. Yeah, so I have 1 sprite for that. and the inventory all in one sprite. The animations are also one sprite. They just simply increase in size for that animation. But yeah, I also added this cool pixelate effect that is as it increases size and decreases, it pixelates and becomes a clear image. So like, hold on. And I think it makes a pretty cool effect. Like I said previously, I wish I could explain, but like, I honestly don't know what any of this does. But don't worry, when I create my but don't worry, when I finish, okay, come on. When I start developing my game, I will make sure I understand the code and actually give a proper tutorial on what I did. But so far, I can't. I'll probably just release all of these projects, honestly, so that you all can mess around with stuff. But yeah, this video is just to demonstrate what I did and to see what to look forward to. Okay, to finish everything off, these prototypes will be used to create a roguelike game. Roguelite? Hold on. Okay, roguelike game. Yeah. So my game's gonna be a roguelike because upgrades won't care. Okay, it will be a roguelike game. Damn it, I don't. Okay, it will be like a roguelike game where it's an RPG game, turn-based RPG game, where you battle different waves of enemies, collect items, get stronger. But if you die, if your entire party dies, you start back from the beginning with 0 upgrades. So that's why it's similar to Baldi's Basics Plus, because if you die, you start over, start basically at 0. So yeah, that's the plan. I want to make a roguelike RPG game, but there won't be really any walking. It will just focus on fights and stuff. That's pretty much it. The next devlog will definitely be about developing the game. Like, I'll show every step of the process of me developing the game. I will demonstrate what I'm doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is horrible. This